Hi guys, welcome to Code Artisan Lab. This is our 19th video of our e-commerce website, and in this video I will implement the price. I will implement the price filter. I will here in this video I will put the minimum and maximum price. Then maybe in the next video I will fetch the data according to the minimum maximum price value. So I will in this video I will just put how we can fetch the minimum and maximum value from the product attribute model. Okay, so if you see, if we have a model in which we have defined the price for our product according to the variation. So in this video I will fetch the minimum price and maximum price so that we can put the range, we can put the price, we can adjust the price range filter. Okay, so here this is the price range input. You can download the code from the GitHub, and here we have a value. We can fix the only maximum value, so the minimum value will be auto set and maximum value we can set the manual. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. So here I will rewrite this code. Yeah, and here I think I don't need to rewrite this because this is very simple. From Django I'm importing the minimum and maximum, and from the product attribute I will fetch the minimum maximum values. Okay, so minimum maximum price, you can say price. So from the product attribute I want to get the minimum maximum price. So what I will do here, I will add the aggregate function. In this aggregate function I will add minimum price and maximum price. Okay, so this will be like this. So this will be this kind of thing. Okay, now we will pass. Okay, so we are doing this in our template context so that we can fetch so that we can fetch the minimum and maximum price in all of our pages. So that we are doing this in our template context. Okay, so please see the code. We are adding this template context in our project level setting page so that we can display the all data in which in the template context in all our pages. So here we have minimum maximum price is minimum maximum price. Okay, so now I'll go to the filter page. I'll copy this. I'll go to the filter page, and after the static I will just print. I will try to print this. So we have a price minimum, we have a price maximum. So our product varies between the minimum and maximum this price. Okay, so now here we will do, first of all we will set the range of this minimum and maximum. Okay, so that our cursor of the range input should be auto set. So here we will set minimum equal to, this will be min max price dot price minimum, and similarly we will set for this for maximum. Okay, and now what we will do here, we will also set the minimum maximum of this input value so that user can't submit the range from out of the range of this value. Okay, so now now we will put this 500, it will show this. If we will put 100, then it will show this. So our price is now varies between the minimum and maximum value. Okay, now what we will do here, okay, I have added the some script. I was working on this so that it is showing the alert box. Now I'm recreating the code. First of all, I will comment this. Yeah. Now our flow will be, I will add button after the maximum input. Then when we click on that button, we will change the response. Okay, and we will do this with a combination of this price and with a combination of all checkboxes. Okay, so we will do this in our upcoming video, but in this video I just want to show you that how we can fetch the minimum and maximum price, and we will also add the button here. So let's add the button. So okay, one thing more, I want to show the values. I want to show the minimum and maximum values, so that user should know that what is the minimum, what is the maximum value. So here, so this will be maximum. So this will look like this. Okay, and now I will add the button here. I will add the button, and in this button I will add filter, and I will add the class button info button sn. Okay, and let's put some margin from this. Okay, I will remove this p tag. I will add margin top 1. Okay, this is enough margin, and I will set default value of maximum. So default value of maximum will be its minimum value. So I will set the default value its minimum value. Yeah, okay, and I will also set this value minimum. I will also set this range value minimum. Okay, now we will set this 100. We will set this, if we set this 500, then it will show the full display. If we change this, it will changing this value. It is changing because we have implemented this functionality on input maximum price, this id maximum input id. Here maximum value again this value. Okay, so that it is changing this value, it is changing interchanging this value always here. So this thing on input and on key up this value. Okay, so we have implemented the button, we have implemented the minimum maximum value. Okay, so I will also add here minimum maximum in the class, because because I'm adding this, because when we click on this filter button, I want the minimum maximum value. I can also get from the this maximum. I will add the id here, max price. Okay, max price. So when we click on this button, I will get the minimum maximum value of the max price, so that user cannot add the value less than minimum and greater than maximum. Okay, so this will be done via the javascript. So we will use the blur function. Okay, so we can use the blur function. So I will go to here, and here you can see I have implemented this. So when we user click on when user blur on the max price, it means when user typed and when blur on this, out of focus on this, then I will get the minimum and maximum value. Okay, I will get the minimum maximum values of this id, of this id. Okay, sorry, this id. Okay, so I'm also getting the value. Now I'm checking this. If value is less than or value is greater than, then I am showing the window, alert window, and I will reset the value to minimum, focus the value, and the range input value also should be minimum after this. Okay, so let's check this, and here I will return false, so that the next code will not work. So here I will put 501. Okay, now when we blur this, the value should be 50 to 500. When we click on the OK, it will reset the value from the at the minimum price. Okay, so this is the code, this is the code where we are resetting the value, and we have changed 3 files: template context, filter.html, and product.js. Okay, in the next video I will show you how to filter the data. Okay, with the combination of these checkboxes, and with the combination of with the combination of the price and the checkboxes. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. If you have any question, any doubt, then please comment in the comment box, and thanks for appreciating my channel and my videos, and thank you so much.